What's going on, y'all? Troy Rawlings live show part 2. Troy Rawlings live show. I'm excited. This is like an entrepreneurial. This is like awesome Wisdom Wednesday. We had a great interview earlier. Cheryl, friend, what it do? I gotta call you, Cheryl, find out how everything went. Had a great interview earlier, but this is family, and we ain't even know. We just happened to carry the last name, had to be associated with the same folk. Big shout out to Sisters of the Leaf. I think that's how initially I actually met this young man I'm about to interview. Let y'all come in. I know you saw the first one, yeah. It's brother near and dear to me, and I'm glad we got a chance to finally sit down in some of the things we're doing this year. We've actually been talking about for the past 2 years, so I'm excited. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, when I interviewed, what's up, Steph? I got to get Stephanie on this show too, my girl, Dr. Steph. When I interviewed, I was hosting an event at Drove Stogies when Manny and Diana came up to me and told me how much they love the whole my comedy sketches and my stitches and my comedy and the stuff I was doing at IG. And I was hosting this event for this young man I'm about to bring in. We coast to coast, baby. Well, kind of coast to coast. I think. Are you in Texas today or are you in some other part of the country? Let me see. When he comes in here, I didn't realize how overdue I was for my coffee today. Sadly, I got coffee. It'd be good if I had a good stogie, but I'm trying. I'll say that for another time. What's up, Steph? Make sure I bring him in. Accept. Oh, did it do it right? Okay. Make sure I bring you in, Tony. Invite. My special guest today on I get to sit down with Tony Rawlings, Steel City Cigars. He'll be in a sec. How you been, Stephanie? What's going on, everybody? Share this with your people. Oh, I'm saying Steel City's not able to come in. What? Why not? Let me see here. If not, you may have to come in. Maybe it's not letting you come in on your tablet, Tony. Maybe you have to do your phone. Nothing like a good cup of Joe. Let me share this with some folks. Bless. There we go. Ain't nothing but they tried to get over on the technical difficulties, but I knew he was just lighting his stogie. He was rubbing it in right now that I don't have I got coffee, but I ain't got my.
I got to have a good stogie and a drink every now and then.
Oh yeah, are you in Texas?
Yeah, actually, I got in. What's today? Wednesday. I got in yesterday morning. I was supposed to be home on Sunday, but I was in. I had an event in Boston and then one in New Jersey.
I saw
and got snowed in.
And all right, we gotta get this. We gotta figure out this thing in Atlanta because September, Atlanta. We gotta figure out this thing.
Yeah, we're gonna work that out.
We go because that's me all pumped for. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is I say family because we have the same last name. We actually, I think we met through Maisha Michelle, Sisters of the Leaf.
Sure did.
And when I was looking at the thing, I was like, Rawlings. All of us Rawlings are related somehow. We just gotta find. We gotta. And Cecil Brooks III, Pops is in here. Phenomenal musician, drummer, world renowned, one of the baddest drummers in the world. We're gonna talk more about the Steel City.
He's watching now. You see that?
Yeah, I see him in there. I see him. We're
What's
gonna
up,
talk
Pop?
more about and Vic Mixon, what it do? We're gonna talk more about the Steel City Band, the connection. But without further ado, I want to introduce my cousin, uh, Tony Rawlings, founder, owner of Steel City Cigars. How are you, brother?
Man, I'm doing well, man. Can't complain
And
at all.
also, when I first heard about Steel City Cigars, a little twinge in my heart because I'm from Baltimore, so it's a little twinge, and it was like, oh, the yellow and black. And
I
then I had the
understand.
cigar, and his name, so I was like, I gotta support him anyway, and came through Sisters League, namesake, cousin, family, the Rawlins name. I was like, I gotta support him, and then I had the cigar,
Yeah.
and I think the first time I had the cigar, was with Tasty W's. It might have been some kind of sports event in Drove, and you did a promo piece. You were like, "I'll just get them out. I'll grab some."
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we sat there. Me and Lance Waterson from Tasty. We sat there and looked at each other. He's like, "Pretty daggone good for a cigar." Because the mentality is, we know. I knew you were shipping them. There, sometimes
Mhm.
you see cigars. You go into a humidor, you see them unwrapped, and you're like, "Oh, they might be a better tasting cigar than this one over here." But
Right.
it has nothing to do. I want you, because you are the expert. Not only expert, this young man has two cigar factories of his own, two
Correct. Yeah,
in two different regions. So
that's
you got
right.
to break down. Well, let's go all the way back. Where are you originally from, T?
Originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, migrated to Montclair, New Jersey. My dad was a jazz musician, so we moved up that way so he can get closer to New York. And then since then, I lived in Dallas.
Oh,
Dallas.
so you've been in Dallas for a long time. You've been
I've
in
been
how
in
long you been?
Dallas. I've been in Dallas for since 2006.
Oh, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought Dallas might have been a newer move. So you've been living in Dallas for a minute.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And what's your other profession for the people that don't know? Your core profession
Yeah.
initially.
So I am a consultant for nursing homes therapy department.
Mm,
Pretty much contract their speech therapy, their occupational therapy, and their physical therapists. But
mm.
but the buildings are all across the world.
Nice, nice.
What I say?
Oh, oh, he said Tony Robbins. No, Tony
Oh,
Rawlings.
oh yeah.
Rawlings. Did I put Robbins? I didn't put Robbins on. Oh Lord, I hope I didn't
I
put
don't think
Robbins on the
I
promotion.
don't think you did.
Oh, let me put in here because I want everybody to follow Steel City. Okay, so originally from Pittsburgh, 20 years in Dallas. When did you get into the cigars?
Man, so the whole story about the cigars. It started. My dad used when I was in Jersey. I was about 17, 18 at the time, still in high school, and my dad would travel all around the world and be bringing these Cubans back, and I always see him smoking them, and I'm like, what is about these cigars that he likes? So one time he dropped off a box of Epicure number twos, and then had to go back on tour.
Thanks, Vic.
By the time he came back, those things was half gone. I fell in love with cigars ever since then.
Wait, wait, wait. You smoked a half a box of his Cubans?
Yeah, but he wasn't mad. He actually taught me the proper way how to smoke them, the etiquette of it, and everything. And then I fell in love with cigars so much. I started going to like festivals in Nicaragua and Dominican and everywhere just to
How
learn.
how old were you when you started going over to Nicaragua?
Oh, first it started with Dominican Republic. I was
Mm.
20. Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I
you
was
was
20.
you was you would hook, but your first ever cigar was a Cuban. You remember what was the brand? You remember the brand?
Yeah, it was Epicure number two.
Mm.
Yep, Monterey.
Now I talk about it, and what's so funny is um, I'll be I'll be 51. I don't date these, but I'll be 51 February 28th. I'll be 51 on Saturday. So
We the same age.
right, that's what's up. So, but I hadn't gotten into cigars seriously until I got to give a shout out to Sister Tamika, who was managing LA Lounge.
LA Lounge.
And I ran into her during the pandemic. Me and Deborah Simmons, Diamond Dust Photography, were doing a shoot at the, I want to say it's the California Club or California Club down LA, but they had something for the guardsmen. And
Yeah.
she was there, and everybody's masked up. I don't know why I didn't have a mask on, but she's in a dress, and she said, "Troy," I was like, and she pulled down the mask. I was like, "Hey, what's up, T?" She was like, "I got to introduce you. You know, I'm at the cigar. I got to introduce you to Aaron. Aaron was there."
Okay.
She introduced me to Aaron. She said, "Troy, please come out Sunday. I'm having I know you do, but it's always funny we see you. It's like, hey, I got to smoke together. We got to smoke together. Oh, we got to, Vic, you ain't know about oh, you a cigar smoker? Oh, yeah, we going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. And now, unlike some cigars, sometimes you're talking to people and you like, can you get them here? Steel City is almost everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're at Cigar Sanctuary, but they are at Drove Stogies. They are at, so Sunday comes, it's Sunday. I'm like lounging. I didn't really feel like going down. I was in Burbank. I didn't feel like going down to Inglewood. I
Okay.
said, you said you was going to go down there. I go down to LA Lounge and it's popping. This is 2021, maybe? It's 2021. And when I say it's popping, it's a line outside the door. Rock is in there. DJ Rock, MC Rock is DJing.
Right.
It's a party. But it's throwing me because I'm like, everybody in here smokes cigars? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
some of them did, some of them didn't. They had the back area. But it was the full vibe. And it was a networking event. The networking was undeniable. I met one of my key sisters who helps with a lot of 501c3 stuff that I refer people to on the consulting side.
Right.
It was just amazing.
No,
So
the car culture is ridiculous.
it was everything. So I started just wanting to go, and then one of the brothers I met down there, I end up connected with somebody else. He referred me to Drobe. We had a business meeting at Drobe. I met the owners of Drobe.
Right.
And I was talking to you when I was figuring. I was writing for Sheen, but when I saw it instantly, especially because I was introduced to that level of the cigar culture through a sister of the Leaf.
Right.
I went back to Sheen and said, "Yo, I have an idea for an article ongoing." And then I'd already did the Kathy Hughes article with them. They were like, "What is it?" I was like, "I know you don't really do alcohol, tobacco. I know y'all leaning into lifestyle." They were like, "What is it?" And I was like, "Cigars, Sips, and Socials, the new Black business network."
Mm-hmm.
In my first article, I was like, "This shit ain't there. This has been around for years. We just getting older."
Yeah.
And so get a cigar from your pops, smoking the Cubans, and I guess you setting up because I guess he got an area where he's smoking his cigars because you got a Cuban. He probably got a backyard or wherever he was smoking.
So he had a jazz club in New Jersey for 10 years. So yeah, they got a little patio out there in the back. We used to smoke right there. We used to smoke inside until they had the no smoking ordinance.
Right. But when your father was on tour and you started smoking his, where were you smoking them? Out back? And where were you smoking? In the house? Did he have a space in the house? Where did you smoke?
No, I was smoking them in the club.
Oh, you went to the club. You took his cigars.
Yeah.
To the.
Yeah, I smoked them in the jazz club.
So 20 years old and you go to the Dominican. Was that your first time?
Yeah. First time.
So you didn't go for any vacation type spring break. You specifically went there to find out.
Yeah.
And what year was that?
Come on, man.
I'm taking you back. So we the same age. So that was 30 years ago. 31.
Yeah.
So 30 years ago, this still the 90s, right? It's 30. I'm doing math. I'm like 31.
Yeah.
So other people were doing, like, is anybody your age even into cigars at that time? Anybody in your circle?
Very few. Not too many minorities at that time.
Right. And not too many people, but you're in the you're in a jazz club culture. So all of a
Yeah.
sudden, you're around not only elder statesmen, you're around cigars and bourbon and
Right. Yeah, and I mean that time at the club, man, I'm around everybody. Bill Cosby, uh, Hilton Ruiz, Steve Teray. I mean, you can name jazz drummers, George Benson.
right.
They're all at the club.
Because
Like,
there's only, I mean, especially if it's a black owned jazz club, there's only but so many places you can go, and then places you can go and listen to jazz, and then jazz bar or bring your own BYOB and the cigar lifestyle. That's what the cabaret essence was.
right,
So you go down, and how was DR when you first went? How was it?
man, I was mesmerized by how much how much they put into rolling a cigar, how much pride they have into seeding it. I mean, it was mind blowing. I was like, wow, this is great. So uh, that's how I got started into it, getting into it, and then once towards the I want to say early to maybe 2017, 18.
Mhm.
You know, I was just smoking cigars at that time. I didn't proceed anything as far as business wise.
Right.
And then I ran into a group of guys in California, and they wanted to start a brand. They're called Casa de Sueños.
Right.
Ooh, you know what? Chris just popped on too. Chris
Yeah,
is the original.
I see him
He's
in
the
there. I was about
original
to say
member of
that's
Casa de Sueños.
when I
What's
met you.
up,
You
Chris?
still it was required when I met you. You had Casa. You were
Yeah,
talking about Steel City, but you had Casa.
yeah. So those guys introduced me to another group of circles in Dominican Republic, and I got relationships and fell more in love with the cigars. And then it was time for me to start my own blends and make my own connections and make this is like drawing a picture or making music. It's an artistry to it. So when you want to release your art, you got to release it. You just can't keep holding it in. And this is my art.
Right.
And turned out to be that I'm pretty good at it. So
Right.
I went full fledged on it, man. I just went on my own, started my brand, and just wanted to dedicate it to where I came from, Pittsburgh, and
Right.
so I named it Steel City.
And it's undeniable. Mind you, like I said, my palate for cigars. For those that don't know and don't smoke and don't indulge, I would equate it to I'm a foodie. I've been cooking in restaurants since I was 12, cooking since I was 8. I love, and I'm from Baltimore, so I love
Right,
everything. The
right.
only thing I don't eat is liver. I can cook the hell out of a liver, some onions,
Yeah,
but it was one of my first things I cooked at a short order restaurant. And I was like, man, this really look good. Nope, same still liver.
I
But
actually think that's how I can blend good cigars because I can cook.
I was about to say a wine palate, foodie palate, cigars. It's the same thing. Cigar is totally different. I've turned people on to cigars that were smoking cigarettes, and they look
Yeah,
at me like, "What?" Especially, I realize people who smoke cigarettes have a. It's just a fixation, and it's a throw it away, and it's a real quick and a rush. If you ain't got 2 hours to sit down, you shouldn't even start smoking a cigar.
right. No,
So,
no, definitely
uh,
not.
and it um it changes. The flavors change throughout a good stick. When we had your stick, I was supporting because it was you and the
Right.
brand, and you supported us. I was like, yeah, no problem. We sitting there, and me and Lance, we were sitting back there. We had the food. We're chilling. We at drove, and we literally lit up and looked at each other at the same time. It was like from the first hit, it was like, yo, you don't expect because it's the most unassuming cigar. You've seen the people that put the bands on the thing, and the band looked like it cost more than a cigar.
Right, right. Who's that? Who's that? Sure. No, I never smoked weed.
Oh, Cheryl
Never,
friend.
never tried it, not once. I just smoke a lot of these.
Oh, Cheryl friend has brunch and blaze. She's actually when we set up the Atlanta police, I'm doing a event with brunch and blaze. Cheryl friend is one of the businesses
Is,
that I've helped
is,
consult.
is she in California?
Cheryl's in North Carolina.
Is it
So
legal
if
there?
she was in, well, she's actually in. Are you in a region of South Carolina near North Carolina? You in North Carolina? She's from that area in North Carolina, but she's actually breaking forth with the Brunch and Blaze and what they're doing there because they're just opening up that in North
Ah,
Carolina.
you see Jason Romero on there? He's actually a part of Steel City Factory. He's actually the factory.
Hey,
He's
Jason
the,
Romero, what's going on?
he's the
Which
man that
fact
blends
is
all my
Nicaragua or
cigars.
Dominican?
I mean, he's in Nicaragua. He's the man that rolls all my cigars.
I love it. I love it, and I'm
Man, without him, Steel City would be
nothing.
unheard of.
So when did you go to Nicaragua? So you go to Dominican, when did you go to Nicaragua? And for people that don't know, um can you give us a little history about the regions, like when they started, what did both of them start around the same time, or what region started first, and why you have two different regions doing your cigars?
So the two different regions, the tobacco is different. The taste is different.
Mm,
You get more dry fruit flavors, nuttiness from the Dominican, and then from Nicaragua you get a lot more spicy leather. So the different tobaccos are highly. You'll be able to tell the difference between you
right.
smoking a Dominican and a Nicaraguan. But see what I did is I tried to blend them together. Some of my cigars is Dominican, some of them are Nicaraguan,
Mm.
some of them are both. But Jason right there, he's a mastermind, so he helps me out with my blends a lot. He keeps me in line when I come up with a blend. I'm like, I want to try this, and he'll be like, brother,
It's like
this
because
might not work.
it's because there's a certain level you have to know about agriculture, and then you have to know about flavors and things like that. Because I guess he also knows um, also the longevity because you're using different tobaccos. I guess certain tobaccos have a certain amount of longevity, and when the stick is like I had one of your sticks, and I was like, oh, it might be too old for me that I didn't put in the humidor, this, that, and other, and I was like, damn.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah,
but I had it in the bag, but it wasn't in the humidor.
right, right.
So I was like, man, I should have, because you get a stick, you want to smoke it. That's the
Yeah,
whole thing.
no,
And
definitely. Yeah.
unless you have a humidor, you get a stick, you want to smoke it. So what? So you go to DR first. How did you get turned on to Nicaragua, and when did you start going there?
So there's another friend of mine. He's actually a sister brand. It goes by Divine Leaf, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's actually from Fresno, California, Orlando, Gillum.
Okay.
So him and Jason were actually together first
Mm,
before, and I tried Jason. The Hill District was rolled by Jason.
mm,
The Dirty Berg is rolled by Jason. So once
mm.
we connected like that, I went to Nicaragua that way through them, and then it was that tobacco and the way he rolls was just phenomenal. So I was like, you know what, just add it, just add it to the Steel City family. That's it. But
Now, like I said, and we're gonna talk more about this. We'll go in depths, and like I said, I'm looking forward to bringing back my Cigar Sips and Social article and some more things coming up with that.
yes,
But what made you say, okay, I need to purchase? Because I don't know if you, outside of the cigar business, I don't know if you already had invested the land where it's tobacco grown and the people's passion for tobacco makes all the difference. Come on, Jason.
hey, I'm
Come on,
telling you,
Jason.
hey, just what he wrote. When you go down into these countries, man, you see it. You see it in their eyes. You see it in their work. I mean, it's
That's a big deal, and people don't understand.
it's like Big
Uh,
Mama cooking soul food. You know what I mean? I mean,
and that's one of the things that drew me in. The culture on this side of what it does after.
hmm
But when you look at certain things, it was one of the reasons why Bad Bunny doing the Benito Bowl and the halftime show and the way he did it was so important. Because if
right,
you think of Puerto Rico, you're thinking about a resort. You're not thinking about the sugarcane fields.
right, right, right.
If you think of Dominican, you're thinking about a resort. you're not thinking about the tobacco industry.
right? And
You,
that's what drives it. That's what
you,
drives Dominican and
you
Nicaragua.
and
Yeah.
that's a very important thing to know and to see and to be a part of. And I think um I had to say it, Steel City is probably the most unassuming high quality cigar because it doesn't. But I've had people say before, some of the batches they have from different places, you see a cigar rolled and it has a little funny label on it, and you taste it and like, damn, where's this from?
Hmm.
What you're doing with Steel City, and I know you have different flavors, stuff like that, but taking the time, you can tell the difference. If anybody's a cigar smoker, or you can just tell the difference. It's like, yo, this is kind of crazy, and,
No,
and and I hate to say it like that, but what it is just the fact that Steel City has a basic, and it's probably the Pittsburgh thing. Me being from Baltimore, I'm hating.
you hate him, but you love him.
I'm
At
hating
least
on
we got the
hating.
same last name, man.
That was it. There it is. This is the Rawlings last name. We're artists and we're chefs.
Yeah.
So I should have known. But it is a high quality joint. What's your favorite part of this? Well, let me go back. Tarantino a little bit. What made you get into the business? That's what I was asking before I saw Jason's comment. Did you have any other businesses, shops, salons, store, anything before you got into cigar business and before you started purchasing brick and mortar factories? Did you have any other business that you were doing?
No, I was strictly in the therapy business. That was it. Strictly in the therapy business, man. It was just it was just seeing they just brought me into the culture, man. I mean, my heart pounded for being in Dominican or being in Nicaragua. It's just wanted to see and learn everything about tobacco. It was
Mm.
just, yeah, it was just
And
something. It was just something in me to where I was like, this is what I was meant to do. And then now, going back to the whole, my dad's a jazz drummer, real renowned jazz drummer. And what we're doing now is we're bringing jazz and cigars together because that's the culture of jazz is having cigars and drinks.
let me tell you what's so crazy about um, my mention about me hosting the event. And I was like, yeah, sure, of course, no problem.
Hmm.
And then he was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have some jazz day. And when I came, and I was like, wait, and I saw Jacques Lesueur, and I met your pops, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait, this is, and mind you, at the time, you had no idea. One of the things that brought me to California is see how my live show production translated into TV and film.
Hmm.
I started a jazz club with some real estate owners in Baltimore back in the early 2000s called Club 347.
Right.
So I've always been the artist, the stuff. So when the way you were putting it together, I was like, dude, I was like, we might have to work something. And I joined the tour as a host because
Yeah, I'm
this is
telling you,
fully,
it feels like we've been on tour because we've been
it
in
is a tour. You
yeah
you
we've been
have
in
been.
cities, different cities every month, and it's the whole jazz and father and son. He bring the jazz, I bring the cigars, and we've been doing it like that.
Now, mind you, and it's been hitting different cigar lounge stuff like that, but this is a bona fide culture tour that anybody that's interested in booking an event, you've been thinking about doing a concert, an event, and stuff like that, you need to get
Yeah.
in touch with Tony because this is the ultimate adult affair event. Yeah, I know a lot of the major cigar festivals and stuff may
Right.
tie in, but amazing. This is
And
not
these are
just a
world.
band playing jazz. This is some of the best musicians in the world getting
Yeah,
together.
yeah. I mean, yeah. If you look up my dad, Cecil Brooks III, you see everything about him. He's in history. So you know what I'm saying. So it's not just a new band that just came on the scene or
Not at
no. This is
all.
some serious artists that normally would be playing in concerts and but they're doing it for me and the culture. So
Amazing. I'm excited. And um, another key thing I wanted to talk about. So you're in Texas. You've been
yeah.
traveling over. Because we're going into spring. What are some of the cities that you'll be coming to with the Steel City tour?
So you see, I just left Boston. I best left New Jersey. We got New York. We got Vegas. Um, we're gonna be doing Tap and Ash, I think, on, I think it's the 15th in Vegas,
Of March
April,
or April? Okay.
April, and then I got something in Dominican Republic. Where let me think, where else we got? Oh, North Carolina, Atlanta, Jersey. I mean, we pretty Philadelphia. I mean, we're booked. It's a tour for real. Like it's a real tour. Sometimes I sometimes I don't even take the clothes out of my suitcase. I
Yeah,
just
you know, I wouldn't. And you got your own brand, so your own gear. You was like, I know what I'm wearing. Let me get my blazer. You know, men
yeah
are pretty easy. You plus you're kind of used to traveling with your other business already.
yeah.
Because
Oh, I
now,
forgot. And then I got invited to do the NFL draft in Pittsburgh, so I'll be down there. So yeah.
so are you? Well, I know you're always gonna have the two. Have you seen enough for the? Because there are a lot of people, and I love doing this also for the entrepreneurs. There are a lot of people. I mean, you've seen how many since pandemic over the past 6 years. You've seen how many cigar companies have rose up, fall off, come up. People just trying to come out with their own flavors, their own stuff. What would you say to a person that's really trying to be serious about starting their own brand?
Uh, there will be two questions. One first question is it are you starting your brand for the culture, or are you starting your brand for the money? And if you're doing it for the money, it's not going to me. It's not going to end well
Right.
because the culture is not going to deal with you.
Mm, mm,
See what I'm saying? Like
right.
like if you're trying to start something just for the money and you go to Nicaragua or Dominican, yes, they need the money there, but they see it in your eyes if you're in it for because this is their livelihood.
Right.
If you in
Right.
it for real or if you just in it just to make a quick buck.
Right.
So I would
Right.
say study the culture, embrace the culture, before you man
And
make
when you
sure
say culture, you're talking about from agriculture of the land to where you're going to be, who your actual audience and where you're going to sell them.
correct and
The
get to and,
entirety.
yeah and get to know the people that you're rolling that's rolling your cigar that's blending your cigar. Get to know them because their story is like if they was able to be over here rolling this, they would all be
They'll
multimillionaires.
all be multimillionaires. Mm, wow.
It's a $3.4 million business. I think that was last year. 3.4, no, $340 million business last year.
Billion?
Yeah, and compare to what that is to compare with what they make. It's ridiculous.
Mm.
It's ridiculous. So you got to learn the culture, understand them, and then treat them like you want to be treated. I tend to like to pay a little extra to my
I was about to
workers.
say, was that a part of your decision in acquiring
Yeah,
the factories to be able to say, look, not only do I want you because I appreciate what you're doing and it's amazing what you're doing, I want to take care of y'all.
yeah, and they'll take care of you the same. You know what I mean?
Well, I see it, but this is the first time I've ever had because is Jason in is he in Nicaragua or
Yeah,
Dominican?
he's in Nicaragua.
It's the first time I ever had somebody from Nicaragua pop on the page.
Shout out to
So that
Jay.
obviously say he saw you go live and said, "Oh, really?"
Shout
Bam.
out to Jay, man. His lovely wife and his two kids, man. They're a great family, man. Great family. I mean, I've actually been down there and eaten dinner with the whole family, so
Mm.
it's a lovely thing.
Yeah, it was funny because for y'all that are in business, me and T, I was reaching out. You know, I'm thinking about article. I'm thinking about people who are influencers and doing things, and I'm watching his track. And T will tell you, I hit him up. Hey, I got an idea. Hey, I want to run past you first. Hey, he's like
Yeah,
Troy. After a while, I was like, you ain't going into Dominican and Nicaragua every other week. He is lying to me.
yeah,
And one day I called him, and I think he FaceTime. Well, I think he FaceTime or something. And you were there. He was like, yo. I'm in the factory. I hit you. I was like, oh, okay. Where? What? How you get reception? Where you at?
yeah,
Because
man.
in the United States, thank goodness for the internet. Thank goodness for everything. The internet has made the world a smaller place.
Yeah.
These places that other people and other regimes and political figures are calling shithole countries or ain't they ain't got nothing. This another. We get a major part of our product from everywhere around the world. United
Right.
States makes very little things here.
That's right.
It is what it is. The Industrial Revolution has changed, but there's certain things. It's like the coffee bean in Ethiopia. Even though we say Colombia, but Ethiopia, when you go to their website, a coffee bean pops up.
Oh,
And
that's why Jason makes the best. He makes the best coffee. He grows his own coffee too.
Jason,
He's the
y'all about
man.
to. All right, so
So we
Nicaragua.
do your
How long
next
it take to
live with
get to
him.
Nicaragua from California?
Do your next live with him. You just got to get up on your Spanish though.
Oh, done. Jason, you got to bone me up on my Spanish, and I'll be listening heavy. I'll be like, ¿qué pasa? Okay, okay. Uh, I'm listening,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
Jason, man.
that's a key thing. So all about the culture for those that are interested in it. If you're not about the culture and just about the dollar, it can dissolve. Now, if you're just selling other people's cigars and you want to open a shop, that's a good way to business. But if you're gonna have your own brand, y'all don't sleep. I was sleeping on, like they say, familiarity breeds contempt. I was sleeping a little bit on Steel City because I'm a person that's going to promote you just for the culture of it. Before I even tasted the cigar, I was promoting it.
Right, right.
And when I did, I was like, yo, this is Steel City changed. And some people were like, oh, you had never had a Padron, da da da. You never had. I did have a Padron, and actually, Steel City, to the higher end Padron that I've had, Steel City is the closest thing to it.
Yeah.
And it was fresher to me.
I've done the
If you
blind taste with somebody, and that's all they did was smoke Padrones. And I took the band off the Padron, and I took the band off the Steel City, and told them to smoke them and tell me which one was the best. That Padron, I mean, they smoked. It was like nice, but they smoked the whole Steel City. Until at the end, I told them which one it was, and they were like, "Dang!" But there's a lot of cigars out there like that, man. There's a
yeah,
lot.
yeah, and that's the thing. Because I'm connected to you, I'm glad I went through that and I experienced that at a place like Drove, where their humidor is ridiculous.
Hmm.
So I picked up different things. I was supporting
Shout
Drove
out to
before you. And
Droves.
shout out to Drove Stogies. And I'm tasting and doing the thing, and I'm like, yo, I don't need to smoke anything else but these Steel Cities when I'm up in here. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, man. Well, I try to make a good quality stick for everybody. You know, can't please everybody, but just try to make a good, solid stick of great tobacco, great draw, and you should be okay. You know.
Amazing joint. If anybody on here, I'm gonna make sure IG doesn't shut me down because I have a professional page now, so I don't know if that's why IG's been letting me go like an hour with my
Yeah.
lives. But sometimes they were shutting down in 45 minutes. So I was like, okay, let me make sure. But I wanted to make sure I got on here and introduce everybody who didn't know Steel City Cigars and Tony Rawlings, uh, and to follow him and to promote. But here's the biggest thing, like we said, Smoking
Hey,
Riders.
Smoke
What's
Riders
going?
in Pittsburgh.
What's
That dude's
going
from
on?
Pittsburgh.
What
What's
it
going
do?
on? I'm back. He actually wants me to blend a stick for him. It's coming soon, baby.
And anybody around, we're gonna talk. Me and Tony gonna talk. We're gonna work it out. Look, I'm excited about this, like I said, because the Steel City Cigar Tour, the Steel City Cigar Band, Steel City Band, Cecil Brooks III, phenomenal, world-renowned musician. Y'all know how I am about jazz and music, and
Oh,
we
it
can
goes
bring
down.
an adult experience. We
I
we're
mean,
gonna see if we can get this Atlanta thing popping.
there's clips on my Instagram. So if y'all
I
niggas
just
is
watched the
skeptical,
other.
just
I
check it
shared the
out.
other one, but I just watched. As soon as you go to Steel City, you'll see the band jamming. If you missed the event here at Drove with Jacques Lasso, and it was too much of a vibe. Too
Oh yeah,
much.
we'll be back there. They already asked me back. My boy Ryan. Man, Ryan's another good guy, man.
Amazing.
This is when I had Steel City, and I told him I just met him the same day I met him. He ordered 10 boxes without even smoking a cigar, and that's how I got in the Droves. So shout out to
Ryan and the late great Jakeem Stewart. They
yep.
were my first. They were my first article for Cigar Sipping Social, and I had no idea that. Of course, we didn't know Jakeem wasn't going to be with us anymore. And Ryan pulled me up one day. And he said, "Man, what you did for the article and that for us, that was a huge staple to be in a
Yeah.
national magazine." And it's on the wall. It's the pictures and stuff, the photo shoot and everything, because that is like you promoted the legacy before
Hmm.
somebody wasn't with us anymore. And Ryan is an amazing brother. Shout out to Ryan. Make sure I send everybody this and tag everybody.
I love
Um,
Ryan, man. Real dude.
Nachos, Tony. See you tomorrow at not. Somebody said King D Town said see you tomorrow at Nachos.
Yeah. So
Steelers Nation.
I do a every Thursday event, a cigar and whiskey event at this restaurant in Midlothian, Texas. So
Oh wow.
that's what he's talking about. It's
How
called
far is that from? How far is that from Dallas? How far is it near to
yeah, about 15
Fort
minutes.
Worth? Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
about 15 minutes.
So there you go. If you're in Texas, go shout them out. So, hey, anything else you want to say to the folks before we get out of here?
Man, more to come with Steel City Cigars. I got some new blends coming. New sizes with the original blends. It's always going to be cigars and jazz. So you catch us on IG, and you'll catch where I'm coming to soon.
I love it. I love it. Love you, fam. I'll talk to you in a hot minute. We got a bunch of politicking to do, but
I,
yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
In Baltimore, D.C., Baltimore, Virginia.
Oh, actually, I will be in Baltimore. One of the saxophone players that you seen last week on the clip,
Uh
his nephew has a cigar lounge, and we've been
huh.
talking. So I'll be in Baltimore too.
Oh, let me know the date,
I
cause
will.
don't give me a reason.
No, I might have you host it.
Y'all heard it here first.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Got the whole Secret Smoke Society. We let them know what's going on.
Let them know. Man, I appreciate you, Troy.
Oh man, it's a pleasure, man. I'm excited about what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep treating your folks right. Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, and I'm so excited because of the exposure that our Caribbean brothers and sisters, everybody around um, the islands, everywhere in South America, that are getting for their work and their businesses. And we need more people, including the motherland. We need more people investing,
Yeah,
divesting, and investing into the places that are some of our cultural bases. And to tobacco industry is one of them.
yeah, definitely. And anybody that wants to, especially a minority that wants to start this venture, give me a call. I'll guide you through it, and maybe even blend the cigar for you and roll it. So
Y'all heard it here first. Well,
let's do it.
maybe not first, but first.
But you gotta have that feeling for the culture.
And the culture. You gotta have this, but you gotta have the culture.
Yeah,
That was the key. That was the most key thing. Not I won't say the most key thing you said, but that's very important. Very important. I talked to two entrepreneurs today. Y'all gave some phenomenal tips to people. So I hope y'all go back, watch these, share these. And like I said, we'll talk to you soon. IG has been gracious. I don't want them to cut me
yeah,
off in the middle of and another thing.
yeah. Appreciate you, man.
All right, T. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, thanks everybody that was watching.
Thank y'all for tuning in.